Here's the question, right? Everyone wants to know what his legacy, like whether he did or didn't do it. It doesn't matter, right? Because nobody gives a shit. They don't care. It's all about the music. At the end of the day, he fucking won. He fucking won. It's all about the music. And it made me think, yeah, you're raising your hand. Like, yeah, he won. Yes, you're right. He did. That's the amazing thing. You know how fucking talented you have to be to make people forget about child molestation? That is an enormous amount of talent. That is, like, I think I'm talented, but I'm not child molestation talented. Like, if I ever was even accused of molesting children, that would be it for me. That's the end. I would be Harry Turjanian child molester. As a side note, is also comedian. But he's not. He's king of pop, Michael Jackson. Asterisks. I may have molested children. I don't know. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. And I listen to my iPod now. I go through my iPod and I wonder, could I still enjoy this person if I knew they molested children? Like, how talented do they have to be? There's one person on my iPod that I'd be like, I'd be fine with it. Paul McCartney of the Beatles is the only person who I think could get away with it. I think he could. He's that good. Thank you for the thumbs up. He is that good. Where I'd be like, fuck it. I don't care. Did you hear Hey Jude? He wrote that. He wrote that. And he could get away with it. He's that good. People could Paul, did you have sex with a 12-year-old boy? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I did. And I also wrote Yesterday. So, you know. Yeah, I remember the day specifically. I remember that morning I wrote Let It Be. Then I had sex with a boy. And then I wrote Hey Jude. Yeah, that was the day. Yeah. So, in for a penny, in for a pound. Whatever you want. That's the only guy who could get away with it, I think, is him. Because that level, I mean, that's the other thing I love about black people is they support their own. They don't give a shit what you have to say. They didn't care. They didn't care about it. People bring it up all the time. He might have molested children. I don't care. I'm listening to Thriller right now. I don't care. But what about those boys? Don't care. That, and I respect that. I love that about black people, because white people don't give. If you fuck up as a white person, your career is over. Kramer said the N-word 3 years ago. He hasn't been on TV since, and he will never. It's it. There's no support for him. Meanwhile, R. Kelly pees on people. No one cares. Like, I don't give a shit. Don't care. He's still putting out hit records. We need him. You want to throw MC Hammer behind bars? That's your fucking business. You want to put Kool Moe Dee in the gas chamber? Go ahead. I don't care. Young MC, bust a move into the electric chair. I'll do more old school rap. I don't give a shit. That's the amazing part. R. Kelly, they love him. He just got arrested like a week ago again. They raided his house, found he was with a 17-year-old. Hey, R. Kelly, how about you sleep with a 19-year-old that looks like a 17-year-old? How about that? You got the money, go out and find one. How about that? Make it happen. That's the amazing. He still has a career, which I love. I like that about it. He peed on someone, and then the next year they gave him an NAACP award. You can't do that in any other profession. You can't pee on somebody and then win an Oscar. They'll never let you get away with that. Oh man! You guys saw the funeral? Did you guys check it out? The memorial. It was a very touching moment. I thought it was real touching. At the end of the funeral, Joe Jackson went over the casket and he looked down, and then he left a leather belt on top of the casket to remind. Oh, fuck you guys! Whether you like Michael or not, we can all admit that Joe Jackson is a piece of shit. All right, the man started a record label after his son died. Hey, how you holding up, Joe? I'm doing fine, but I got a record label coming at 80. I feel like I can get it done. I'm going to reunite the Supremes. I think I can do it. I think I have the magic after 45 years. It's amazing. Yeah, he beat it. Like, it's terrible, man, with that whole thing. But I was listening to the music, right? I was listening to all of MJ's music, and it's great, man. It's good stuff. It really is. Thank you, someone who's at it. The one song doesn't hold up, though. One song in particular doesn't. Yeah, I know. Stop your applause short. And this one was a heartbreaker for me because I'm a big Michael Jackson fan, and I also love Paul McCartney. Oh, thank you. So when you're awing because you know what I'm about to talk about.
The Girl Is Mine.
Which was The Girl Is Mine. Yeah, you know it well. They did 3 duets together. One of them didn't make it. They had 2 hit singles. One was Say, 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 Paul McCartney, his song. And the only thing that was, it's cheesy, it's 80, whatever. The only weird thing about that was in the music video, him and Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, they play these con artists roaming through like 1930s America, as if no one's gonna catch on to a black guy and an Englishman in the 1930s selling snake oil. No one's gonna catch on to it, but no, that's fine. So they do that, and then they get caught because I think Michael Jackson is he's eyeing this beautiful woman in the music video, who later turns out to be his sister LaToya Jackson. Which shows you how fucked up that family is. That is not even the fucking top 10 of the weird shit that happens in the Jackson family. But that one's fine. But The Girl Is Mine. Now, if you've never heard The Girl Is Mine, I had not heard it I had not heard it, and I grew up, and it becomes this mythology. It's like Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney and the Beatles got together to do a duet. We're talking the king of pop and one of the greatest musicians of all time getting together. This must be the most amazing song in the world. This has to be the greatest song in the world. And I pop it in. And what The Girl Is Mine, if you've never heard it, The Girl Is Mine is Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson arguing over a woman. They're going at it. They're fighting through song over a woman. And first of all, never mind the woman who would be going out with both Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. Ignore that fact, an Englishman and a very effeminate black man. The woman who would be into those two, having those two fight over them. And it breaks down at one point. This was before rap, before like real rap battles. It breaks down and it just becomes those two like talk fighting through song over each other. And Paul McCartney going, look Michael, I told you, I'm not going to fight you on this. And then Michael going, I told you Paul, I'm a lover, not a fighter. What the fuck is this? These are two of the greatest legends of all time fighting over a woman. It sounds like they're going to settle it with a dick-sucking contest. The fuck? And it just gets lame, you know. Michael, she told me everything, Michael. She told me that I was for her forever, ever lover. Well, she told me after loving me, she couldn't possibly love another. Like, what the fuck? I was expecting some real shit to break down between, because they fell apart at the end. They stopped being friends. And I wish they had let that go into the recording studio. Just let that hey Paul, how you like the fact that I own all your songs? Well, you may own my songs, but I have my own nose, so that makes up for it. How's your dead wife, Paul? That was really low, Michael. Really low. How was Father's Day? What'd you get your father, a belt? How about that? And then it ends in a dick-sucking contest. All right, that's all I got. That's it. Good night, guys. That's my tribute to the great Michael Jackson.